tiny as .4.0 build. Once you're like forcing Doom, like, dude, you got to get active, you know, at this time. And unfortunately, he was so underleveled. He now has to go the 2-4-1 build because he needs that little bit of a stun from his Infernal Blade.
And Yang, great prioritization here, but oh, Fly does get the self-cast. He saved that Frost Shield. He didn't like panic and put it on the Doom.
That is just enough to prevent the dual damage going over. The Earth Splitter gonna be laid down, snapping back on both of them. And yeah, sure, congratulations. You killed Ori, but you just lost the team fight. So Ramsey is going to be the last one to chase down underneath his tier 2 tower. Crit, he really wants this kill onto the gyrocopter, the toss forward, but denied. He will not be able to get that kill. The Doom wears off, and you're... constantly ganked and now given no space in the mid game to work.
Big foot that stomps. It's a hoof that's stomping them.
Ah.
Of DUI. I think he should get a cosmetic which gives him some sneakers. Like some Air Jordans.
some Jordans. Stomping around and not tiptoeing in my Jordans, but stomping around in my Jordans. Is that how the song goes?
Well, I think that would be very appropriate for this hero. You know, he's got some serious swag. Cowboy boots would also be fine if he wants to team up with
I know you're not a sneakerhead, Trent,
I'm
because
not.
nobody
Jordan's
who's rocking
cool,
Jordans.
Man.
No, nobody who's rocking Jordans is stomping around.
Oh,
they're too afraid of creasing.
Action.
Eurus. Just a little bit of scorched earth strategy here. Just blows up the entire area around the... Less of a lead as last time, but more of a win probability to Vici Gaming as Ice Frog himself is saying this is not a lineup that is going to be able to cope as well. Like last time we had, okay, they can hit the RP and the Earth Splitter. That's the way they can win the team fight. Feels like you don't have the same kind of narrative here for EG when it comes to their light game. You pretty much just
need a humongous Sven.
Yeah, we have toss Avalanche into Sven swinging on people.
Yeah. You have like one-man spells. Like, I mean, that's why one guy dies, and then the rest of EG gets wiped, because that's what their skills have at this point in the game.
I don't think I've ever seen a support Razor before. So Evil Genius is innovating here.
I thought the highlight eye support Tinker was pretty good, but this one is... The really unique thing about this one is that they ran the support in the mid lane.
Yeah.
That was the really cool part
Well,
of
you know,
it.
we've been talking about how this new patch side lanes are so important, you know, that apparently became so important that now supports are inhabiting.
I thought we were getting less position 5s.
Hey, look at that. EG has 4 position 5s.
This is incredible.
A world first being achieved here by Evil Geniuses is the respectable North American team. You always expect great things out of them. Vici Gaming. Smoked up together. Find Fly. Slow him down.
They don't give him a
time.
swap, though,
Just toy with him a little bit.
You move like a blue heart
A
glacier.
lot of Atos, by the way, on a Crystal Maiden, so...
A little bit of just some help, right?
Yeah.
I mean, she can buy whatever this game. Doesn't need a glimmer. No one's dying.
What I love about it is it's one of those things that's like, we win. We win every fight that we can get into, so the only thing that matters is just grabbing more heroes.
Chase
forcing more fights, getting more kills off of those fights.
Because the only way to win as EG is basically skirmishing and trading evenly or somehow getting like pickoffs and stuff. And again, as you said, like the only way that happens is if you have bad enough catch that they show, kill, and start running away. So create better catch opportunities for yourself and they can't get those favorable trades.
Oh God, I just feel bad for Abed. This is not a hero that plays from behind at all.
What could he have done, I guess? You just needed a turnaround fight, I guess, at a tower, right? Where you basically needed Ori to screw up. Or you needed to take advantage of some play where he doesn't have Sonic Wave and you're able to force a fight somewhere. But
yeah, you needed like crit to make a rotation for you where it's like you force the blink on the Quap and then you toss him back in.
And they got that once, right? They had the hoof stomp, they got the kill. They needed, I guess, more. The problem is they don't have the 5-man group up possibility at that point in the game like VG do. So the Sven just can't come. He can't do anything. And if he does show up and he ults, then he's worthless until his ult's back.
And Razor does look like a sick hero in this patch. Got a bad matchup, and now they're being punished for it. As Ramsey's going to die here in the top lane of VG Gaming. Full rotation of heroes, by the way. They're taking no risk that like Evil Geniuses are like 5-man grouped up
and
or something
they're
like
going for that bottom outpost too. Like they're ensure that there's no way EG are going to go for this thing.
They're going to push in the top lane just enough where they feel comfortable.
Yeah, and it's I don't think anyone's going to get there in time. EG have a ward, but
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Times are indeed tough for all EG. And then like when you have such a bad lane like that mid, like Abed did, you got to lean on somebody. And you can't lean on Sven. He can't really recover your game, so the only option is to lean on your offlaner, and your offlaner did not have a game. When the support is out leveling you, your game's pretty much over.
Tower is under attack.
That is that's always my biggest fear of like triple stacking up waves like that.
Yeah,
it's
truly game ruining.
Against the wrong lane, you can just ruin your own game.
And Gyro's probably the best core at dealing with that. I mean, it's really hard to find someone better than that.
And oh, that's immediately stopped. There is Consigue coming out, slowing him down. He might not able to get that damage. He still managed to shut Ori. Ortiz was big and strong. He's got the God Strength going out with a BKB, and the slow coming out is to allow him to be able to catch PYW, even as Ramsey's fall inside the door. Ready to get something out of here, but Abed will finally claim in the end. VG Gaming, 1 for 4. What happened to that 3%?
They kited the BKB from the gyro, and yours came back in. I thought they were just going to give up PYW, and everyone retreated. But what happened was that although Ortiz stuck with PYW, the rest of the team said, we got to go. Like, we need more kills here. And, yeah, that initial doom there, I actually can't believe they just managed that. And it looks like the courier that died for Ori also had his eggs. So he didn't have his aghanims for that fight, even though he should have.
Dire's middle tower is under
with the shape of an L on his forehead, Arteezy and the rest of the Evil Geniuses do manage to win a team fight. We'll see how much that changes the game for them as we now see a way they can actually win fights. The toss initiation onto Ori. Very important. Take that Quap out before she gets off the big Sonic Wave.
Now, Cap, we said would there be a neutral item that wins a game today?
Okay.
Do you think Imp Claw might have been? I mean, maybe the Imp Claw wasn't the biggest deal here. Well, we'll say it wasn't. But I mean, he's actually can fight now because of this Imp Claw. Like, that's a crazy good item on Sven when you have nothing.
I mean, it is significant. Like, the 130% crit is not that much, but it does mean a lot more on heroes when you're able to amp yourself up like Sven can with God Strength.
Yeah, if he had found some big like 2-man stun and gotten the hits there, then we could maybe give some more credit. But to be fair, that was mostly the toss Doom.
Yeah.
And just cashing out Ori. So he is going to tank up now. That courier is coming through. It's got the point booster on it. So very scary team fights now coming out from Vici Gaming. They're gonna relax now. EG already know the next move. They've pre-warded Roche. This always happens when a team's ahead like this and they lose a fight. They instantly go Roche because they go, okay, well, hold on, guys. We should be winning this game. We're definitely way ahead of them. Let's go secure Roche. Let's go back to our flow chart. We got to get these tier 2s. So EG trying to be prepared for that, and RTZ will have his ulti. He'll have his BKB.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And he might have that dreaded
Crystallis into Aghanims.
Crystallis with the Imp Claw, and they're smoked up here.
Yeah, all they need is BKB and Abed, and they can feel a lot better. One of the big advantages of the last team fight, they got a decent static link on the Gyrocopter. They're going to be able to get the pick off here onto DY.
That was really nice. Good movements here from EG. They saw the TP bottom from Paparazzi, and they said, just go. Like, we saw a couple heroes up here, so we know that he can't fight now.
Denied.
I will be shocked if they man. This still feels so hard. Like, they're getting these pickoffs and they're lowering this lead. Are they going to get another one? They're putting faster pickoff. They're kind of getting them off kilter here. Like,
they really are.
They can't stabilize. They can't get their full 5-man. Like, you should not be able to take this tower versus ET. Right? When you're this far behind, this is where ET shines. He just puts the spirit down and it puts the fear into you of like, okay, we can't fight them, guys.
Yeah. We're already down. Now he's taking away all our armor. What happens if he gets a stomp? Just any catch at that point allows the rest of the enemy team to just kind of run at you. But those two pickoffs lead into a tower. That tower may just lead into a BKB up for Abed in the next team fight.
Ramsey has it too.
Those are really big, significant changes to the team fight.
Because those are, I cast my spells now.
Yeah.
Is what those are.
Abed, again, he'll just be able to, like, just static link and chase down Eurus. Eurus is going to feel all his damage go away, including the damage that is coming out from your Aghanim Scepter.
Oh, I'm legit.
Right?
Yeah, and that's the thing is that now with the Ags is like, it's a good item on Gyro, sure, but it's not like it's not a BKB. It's an item that helps you get more items, and it's not going to help you really cement this lead. So this lead is essentially now going to become a buffer for VG to carry them into, like, additional items on a couple of these heroes. But inevitably, EG is going to be starting to stack up onto the Sven. He's already top net worth, and he's going to have Ags. He's going to be the Superman.
The Superman that evil geniuses needs to swoop in and save them. But there is going to be the Aghanim Scepter from DY. What do you think about the Aghanim Scepter on Ori, by the way?
Wait, on Ori? I think it's fine on Ori. I mean, that's a pretty normal build.
Yeah, it's just, you know you're going to be targeted by the Doom.
And like, so go the Lincolns first.
I thought part of the co-op, the matchup against Razor is great, but I thought it was also like that is one of those heroes you can build Lincolns into your core pick and feel good about it. You're like, I'm not missing out on damage because my damage comes from, you know, my spells.
My thought is that they're snowballing so hard that he just wanted to keep crushing fights. And to me, that's Aghanims, because Aghanims says like, you can never fight us and have it feel good. But
well, it turns out the real secret to crushing team fights was not getting doomed.
It's wild. Wild concept, I know.
Way to crush team fights is to actually keep casting spells.
They had to pull off some pretty sick plays to make those dooms happen, though. Like, you shouldn't be getting doomed, but they had the toss, they had the hoof stomp, and now they're smoked up. They're looking for it. That's the Paladin sword on RTZ. So the Imp Claw has been relegated to the backpack, actually valuing his wand over the Imp Claw. I find that surprising.
Yeah, a little bit surprised by that too. Just because like the burst damage is so important on his Sven.
Yeah, just switch it out after, honestly. Like, if you can do that, RTZ, I've seen you play Dota. Just pop that thing out. It's 8 seconds anyway. Hit the wand in after.
Well, Vici Gaming seemed to be a little bit timid, a little bit trepidatious about taking a fight, but they're finally going to smoke up and go for it. And they really need to, because if they just freely let RTZ farm his Aghanim Scepter, they're going to be World of Hurt. And that's why Yang is going to be able to find his initiation. The BKB goes off from Sven just in time. Arteezy, the big hit for the Sonic Wave, almost finishes him off. He actually pops a God Strength and turns a little bit, fighting Yang, daring him to pursue a little bit further. Now the Doom onto Eurus with the Static Link as well. They pretty much taken out this Gyrocopter out of the team fight, but they need kills out of this one. It looks like Abed should be able to get into him. Eurus ends up dying on the side, trapped in the trees. Well, Ori is going to be able to blink away, but Yang doesn't have that same luxury. The Blink Dagger just not up in time. The turnaround though, Abed almost dies. Yule Scepter going out. DY's actually going to go for a TP way. Is Abed going to survive? DY cancels the TPs, and damn it all, Abed needs to die. And finally he does, but Evil Geniuses win yet another fight.
Oh, another initiation that's just not quite right there from VG and Arteezy. Man, he held his ground for so long. He was holding that Mask of Madness ready for the turn as well.
Yeah.
And look at that damage from Abed. He just ran, well, rampant in that team fight. Like, the BKBs are out. The fights are no longer yours, VG Gaming. I can't believe they found that one miraculous fight to then push them into these BKBs.
I mean, just imagine if Arteezy doesn't get greedy and coming back in.
Yeah.
Right, and getting caught by PYW. Like, they would have lost Abed and gotten 4 kills in return. That's just insane. Well, that win probability, that's going to even out very quickly. It looks like we're going to get to a 50-50 game real quick.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, 3% might have been a little ungracious to Evil Geniuses.
I mean, considering they gave him 14% last time when GG were in a much worse spot. Yeah.
Like 14% chance to get the RP Earth Splitter of your lives, but
not the toss Doom.
Yeah, a Sven that will naturally outcarry eventually. The PYW drop of the spider legs,
there's a
repair
replay
kit
as well.
Yeah, it was see that last fight, that Sonic Wave, almost enough to blow up Arteezy by itself, and maybe from there they would have felt more confident, just kind of dive in, but you could see the utter neutralizing effect that this Razor has.
Like, you doom him and then you link him, and like Gyro is just he's worthless. I mean, Gyro traditionally was one of these heroes that I feel like actually kind of felt okay versus Doom in a lot of ways, right? Where it's like you just you know, you have to stand and fight anyway. Yeah. That typically you're still getting a lot of your damage out. But yeah, not so much once the tables start turning.
Okay, Aghanim Scepter is up for Arteezy now. Spider Legs given over to Eurus. Hopefully this time around he'll have a bit better go of the team fight, because it feels like he has just not been able to do a whole lot. Need to finish up the Lincolns on Ori. There goes Superman finding DY. That's going to be the first one down.
Crit needs that Imp Claw on his Tiny. It's got the poor man's instead.
Well, you know, he's just trying to be a tanky boy. Evil Genius is actually going to immediately jump back in, manage to get the Doom. Oh, Eurus is caught. A beautiful Sonic Wave into the backline from Ori, but not enough to actually kill heroes.
Get out, Ori. This is the only counter to the Sven is the buyback, right?
Yeah.
Like, now you're going to, but you have to take Roche now. You have no choice as VG Gaming. You have to guard this with your ET. You have to go into the pit, and you have to say, listen, they don't have the BK, or actually, they still have the BKB.
But can't you take Roshan with this lineup?
No.
They are not good Roche takers at all, so they may have just bought back to just
they have to smoke and try and fight them or something, because you don't have another play right now. Your only other hope is that you say, okay, well, now we're just going to try and use the ET ulti and bait them back into the pit.
Yeah. Scary part is that Arteezy, he didn't even use BKB for that, so it's not even like a cooldown. It's just a God Strength cooldown. But seeing as Aghanim Scepter, he's still an effective hero. They are going to be able to catch that team fight that they wanted. Not really a team fight per se, more like a pick-off, just a kill on a fly. But is it enough for them to go into Roshan with confidence? Well, it's not that matters. It's the double damage that Eurus finds in the pit. Everyone wants to talk about neutral items changing the game. RNG, that determines everything. Well, there's still DD and its power to be able to allow any team that really can't do Roshan so easily, all of a sudden, it's easy as pie. But the jump in from Ramses, a two-man stun, leading the way. BKB activated by Eurus. They need to be able to grab it, push back. It's going to allow the Aegis to be picked up by Eurus. He now stands and delivers as Abed tries to finish off PYW with the help of Arteezy. He will be able to do so. Abed, as well as Eurus, man fighting. Yule Scepter going off. Eurus almost managed to get the kill onto Abed, it, but first he dies to the zap.
And there's a
Alive
chase
off edge
down.
to be able to walk away. A stomp going down. Ramsey's going to be able to walk away pretty cleanly, but Eurus is now stuck inside the pit against an Arteezy who is glowing mad red right now.
Oh, he's out of mana. He can't go for the charge.
Yeah, he doesn't have actually enough mana to be able to use that hammer, and Eurus just chasing him down with a Spider Lady, skittering forward. Crit, nice toss, but they are going to be able to get the duel on the Crit. They'll turn around and just trying to finish off that one duel, but Crit's so tanky. Ooh, almost survived long enough to at least prevent the duel damage, but still, Vici Gaming do win the fight, but it comes at quite a significant cost.
Dude, that Chain Frost was so good. I mean, obviously, you know, Fly can do nothing but throw it out, but damn, he got that thing out there, and it bounced all the way up to the shrine where they're trying to retreat to heal so that Ori could have a second go into that team fight, and that brought Ori down. And so he didn't get to try and get the Regoose play there on the respawn.
What a beautiful initiation, man. That two-man stomp, even if he doesn't get the Aegis here, right? They get the Roshan, they get Aegis and everything. They still did good enough in the team fight to be able to take away the Aegis, right?
Yeah, it's just bouncing off BKB, Legion, as she's low, hitting Ori over and over, and then they both run to the shrine, he gets hit again. Oh, brutal stuff there.
Maelstrom picked up for the Gyrocopter.
Trying to make use of this Aghanims, and then he's going to head into the Satanic.
Pain without consequence.
God, PYW was farmed, man. He's got Telescope, Guardian Greaves, Rod of Atos.
Yeah, he's got 83 last hit, so he's really been pumping the neutrals and the creep waves, it looks like here. Interesting build. Could he have gone BKB this game? Probably could have. I'm a little surprised he didn't. Actually, because like, I mean, there's Doom, but if you get Doom, you're welcome, team. Like that would be amazing. But because he can't get great ultis off because of the Avalanche and the Hoof Stomp.
Avalanche, and then like Yule Scepter is also there that has come out from the Razor once or twice.
Yeah,
there's like so many easy ways to
like,
deny that.
If you want to play ulti as CM, you buy Glimmer Cape, and if they have heroes that can hit AOE stuns like that, then you go BKB typically. And he's gone for this like kind of middle road build. I mean, the Atos made sense at the time.
And then the Guardian Greaves are just more team fights, so you can't say no to that.
And like pushing high ground, it makes sense too. Like if they thought they were actually getting somewhere, which I did.
Scanning.
But now, like that Roshan fight, again, Vici Gaming may have like technically won it. Yes, they picked up the Aegis, they got the kill on Roshan, but I feel like it actually just kind of killed the window where they were supposed to come back into the game, which is grab that Aegis, use it to be able to control the map again. But since EG did well enough that they took away the Aegis and they didn't lose a ton of heroes, then
that was a tier 3 Aegis. Like, that was a we got to go high ground with this thing and just get something done. I think maybe one thing that we might have, obviously EG played extremely well to make this happen, but I definitely underestimated the value of Doom with no net worth. Because even though he didn't have Blink and he didn't have BKB, they still made the play happen. And you can't negate the fact that no matter what your net worth lead is, if you cancel out an entire hero worth 15K, that you can't put that much stock into the net worth, right?
Yeah, and that's the Doom and the Razor combo specifically, right? It's like, okay, if I pop my BKB, I'm not taking magic damage, therefore I can stand and fight. But if a Razor's on top of you, static linking you, taking your damage away, and then turning it back around on you.
You're not even just a creep, you're actually a massive detriment to all of your allies.
Yeah. So, Vici Gaming, now this win probability is going to start teeter-tottering.
I'm ready. I'm going to say it's 52% EG right now. I think it's switched over. Unless I missed the graphic.
It should be to the favor of EG, but considering the way that Vici Gaming's lineup has been favored throughout this, probably a bit more than many people, or at least us, would expect, then yeah, it stays on Vici Gaming's side, but not by much.
That's fair. It's fair. It's
again, it's not surprising. It was a higher win probability before that Roshan fight. Yeah. Afterwards, and a little bit of farming time, it's just like time itself is going to start playing against Vici Gaming as this Sven becomes bigger and bigger.
Yo, click on the tiny there, my observer friend. He's got a little bit of armor.
Oh God! Holy God!
58 armor that? When he has the aura. Oh my God.
That's not okay.
That's actually insane. What the heck?
That's not okay. Ice Frog, you need to nerf Craggy.
I hate Craggy. I love
Make
the
it
fact
10
that
armor,
it's
man. Why is it a plate mail?
A tiny with minus attack speed, IDC attack speed. I'm a support tiny.
I only swing once in a fight. And then I toss the tree.
Oh my God.
All right, a smoke up from Evil Geniuses on Vici Gaming's side of the map. you can definitely feel the momentum shifting as Evil Geniuses has been allowed to play more and more aggressively as they get more farmed, and they're going to stumble right into a Legion Commander here. Almost. They spot the spell, and Crit's going to make the initiation, catching him with the toss. Not quite enough chain stun to allow them to be able to get the follow-up there onto Yang. He pops BKB, but it looks like he may still be caught even after that blink away. Eurus is sitting there, but he's not sure if he can really commit to this fight, especially with the Legion Commander who's already dead. Yeah, the full-out Bloodthorn.
Yeah, I thought it was Abed getting the right click, and it's like,
No.
oh, no, that's a Bloodthorn.
That's a Bloodthorn. Ori almost stuck around a bit too long, but Spidey senses tingling there. He actually leaves the creeps to get the last hit on the tower. If he stuck around for the tower last hit, I guarantee you Crit would have made the initiation, and maybe there would have been follow-up.
It's actually Eurus with the spider legs. I know you.
What?
Your Spidey sense. It's a joke.
Oh!
It's all right, buddy. All right.
Ah, spider legs! Run, Eurus, run! Sven, Arteezy actually getting kited a little bit deep in. The problem is, with no Legion Commander, there's really not a dangerous side of the map for Evil Geniuses to be on. As you can see, Ramsey's here, challenging Ori, avalanche over the top. Where's the BKB? They're not going to be able to get it off in time. Ori stays stunned, brought down. Does Ori actually have his BKB yet? Maybe he doesn't.
I don't think he does.
Have it.
No, he.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, that Ags really did come back to bite him.
Dude, I legit think that
Delaying
Ags
the
might have been a bit.
Lincolns, then delaying the BKB.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense in the sense of, like, you think about the game EG were playing where they're, like, trying to keep away and, like, push waves and stuff. But, yeah, it proved to be a bit too greedy when they were able to get all those focused dooms onto Ori.
The Razor just stealing a little bit of damage away from DY and turns it back into the melee barracks. DY coming forward. Does actually get his spirit back to him, giving him the magic immunity that takes off the Bloodthorn, allows him to be able to escape. But Ramses, he got a Centaur stun onto Eurus. If they can actually get him back to the fountain, it would be fine, but he gets blown up too quickly. It's a toss over from the Lich. A flying Lich comes in and finishes off Eurus into the back lines. They will be able to at least get some of these support kills. It looks like Abed is going to be finished off pretty easily. Ramses dies as well. Here, maybe Evil Geniuses got themselves a little bit too far forward, but it was buyback coming out from their carry gyrocopter.
Is that their gem they lost to? I think it is. That's a bit rough. Those were some deep dives. When you're tossing your Lich practically into the fountain just so he can throw a Chain Frost. And yeah, DY has a gem there too.
Oh, that was PY.
No, so DY has a gem, and then they've also got one in the fountain.
Oh, okay, okay.
By the
so
racks,
that was definitely EG's gem.
Yeah, would seem.
Well, it's giving a nice bit of vision of what Dire's base looks like, which EG may not see again for a little while.
Oh my god, Crit just got it!
No!
Oh my god, no.
Crit comes back in, reclaims the gem.
Oh, that's
the
so
net
frustrating.
worth is not lost.
What a gamer.
Well played, well played.
Yeah, very well played. Very impressive stuff.
Okay, Satanic, very important. Status resistance, lifesteal, if you can activate it before Doom alongside BKB, great, you can fight. They can actually get that item, then maybe VG Gaming can still pull a win out of the hat, but...
Typically in these games, things start to swing back towards, like the EG side, for example. Like, the way things have been flowing, you start to think, like, okay, like, EG caught up and they caught them in that moment, but, you know, some of these heroes started to come online, like, you start to think, like, okay, Sven slotted up, so... Yeah. But do they have ways to deal with Arteezy? And, like, this new Sven, like, he's so much harder to deal with. He's not, like, this hero that you just look at and you go, okay, we can kite him now. Like, someone get a Scotty or we'll get a Scythe, and now with that, he's not a one and done because of this Aghanims on the stun.
Yeah, even if you pop BKB, as his stun is coming at you, well, he still got on top of you.
Hello.
Yeah, he's still there, and he's still going to hit you really hard. A hero like Gyrocopter is fast enough that, you know, maybe he can actually get away after only 1 or 2 hits, but I mean, that's still forcing you to BKB and back off.
And honestly, this is such a classic thing that happens in your games when you play support and your team's dumpstering. You buy dumb items. And, like, they aren't dumb in the moment, but they become dumb when the game evens out. Like, you have no defensive items. Like, the Greaves is okay, but you do have the Force Staff now, so that's going to help. But, like, DY, he has Ags.
Another 40-minute game, by the way, Trent, so I'm definitely losing this bet.
Yeah,
we're already
really
at 3.
I can't wait till this one hits 70. I can't wait to watch this Elder Titan Fallen, what is it? Fallen Sky? Fallen Hammer?
Fallen Sky, the Meteor Hammer plus Blink Dagger combination. What,
Dude, have you ever
an
messed
idea.
around with that thing in demo? That thing is like the coolest item ever.
No, I didn't because again, when I first saw the changes and I saw the tier 5 items, it made me sick to my stomach. So
I just went and vomited
I
a
didn't
little
want to
bit.
see anything that was there any more than I'd already seen it. So
What are the best items this game for? I mean, the Witless Shackle. I love that item.
yes, Witless Shackle is insane. 1,000 HP.
It'd be pretty. Wait, did they actually just
Holy
find
crap.
the Minotaur Herb? I was gonna say it'd be pretty. They did. That's pretty funny to think like she finally gets BKB and then this Minotaur Herb pops up. All right, Power Rangers TP's coming
BKB
through.
activated. They're going to try and chase. The Sven is looking to be able to just stick on top of Eurus. Eurus is looking to be able to kite around that. Sven does manage to get away the trees. They're going to finish off flying pretty easily, but Ori needs to be able to blink away from the Sven. His BKB is now worn out. He's going to turn back to the rest of his team as that magic immunity is gone. He wants to make sure he doesn't overextend himself. They're going to be able to kill PYW.
DY though.
Ease.
We were just talking about how he doesn't have the defensive items. He all-ins for a Lotus Orb. So now he doesn't have buyback. And this is the Roche fight that everyone's going to be prepping for here. Now they have to go into this 4v5. And well, frankly, they can't go into it.
Oh no, and Yang, he just ran into the area where he just saw Evil Geniuses take the strike. Now he's been initiated on, chain stun pretty easily and brought down with the Doom. Already onto Eurus, chased down, but it's been the double kill for him as he looks to be able to finish off Fly with no buybacks from any of these heroes. That's just gonna be the end of the game as Evil Geniuses look to be able to clean up the last few heroes. Ori and Yang gonna have to fight together as a duo against the 5 of Evil Geniuses inside their own base. Blink away, managed to kite that one out from RTZ. Rest of EG do have to deal with the tier 2 and stuff, but they've got a full minute and a half easily to be able to do it. And as long as they can kill some of these other heroes like Yang, who's now down for 2 minutes, Ori.
I mean, if they've got the timers, they know there's no buyback on Gyro. This game's just over.
He's stunned up as well. That's another 2 minutes there, and they could just go straight for the throne. Vici Gaming.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's
They thought
yeah.
they had it. They had the 90%. Gabe certainly thought they had it. 97% chance to be able to win this game, and it all gets thrown away so quickly.
I thought they had it. I mean, I'm not going to try and pretend like I thought EG had any way back into this game. Like, you know, you come up with these scenarios. That's kind of our job, right? Try and keep things interesting. You concoct, like, well, if they make the perfect toss Dooms onto the exact right hero 4 fights in a row, they might be able to come back into this one there, buddy.
Uh-huh.
And, well, they did. I mean, things. Look at this. This was 10 minutes in. It was a 5K lead, and it just grew from there to the point where you're just like, there's no way.
And you certainly saw, like, Vici Gaming with a faster paced lineup. They're like, oh, hey, this feels great. We're just running at EG. We're fighting nonstop. We're actually able to fight nonstop because we don't have some hard carry like